Hi, everybody. So, I'm doing this short video as a way of giving gratitude for the blessings that are coming to me through this channel. Thank you very much, everybody, for sending me the wonderful blessings. So, I want to share a few reasons why you need to cut a cord that's attached to someone who you know is not good for you. Doesn't matter the reason, you have to cut the cord if they're not good for you. So let me give you three important reasons that you may not know. The first reason is that they can transfer their emotional being to you. They can send their feelings to you. There's a cord there. We know that magic and power has a lot to do with emotion. If you ever saw the movie, The School of Good and Evil, she says, magic is emotion. Stronger the emotion, stronger the magic. So people who have a cord attached to you, and when I say she said that, I'm talking about the teacher of the School for Good. You have to see the movie, okay? It's a really good movie. But getting back to what I was saying, when people have a cord attached to you, and they're waking up, they're thinking about you, or they're going through their day thinking about you while they're feeling a certain emotion that may not have anything to do with you, but their life, they could very well send that emotional feeling to you. You start feeling that and don't know why. You say, well, I was just happy. Everything was working out for me. Why do I suddenly feel like it's not? And you can't explain. So if they're sad, you may feel sad. People tend to try to be like other people who they've had a cord attached to for so long. I just looked at the screen here on my TV. I have to share this quote. I think that the Most High wanted me to give you this quote. This quote says, every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism. That's by Martin Luther King Jr. Okay? So they just gave me that quote. Holy Spirit just gave me that quote to share with you. You never know when, I'm going to just throw out a random download in the middle of a video. So let's get back to the main subject of the video. So this is why you have to cut the cord attached to people that's not good for you, because their emotions, their emotional roller coaster can be projected onto you through the cord, and you're suddenly experiencing their emotional waves like they are, and you may not can explain it. This is why you got to be very careful of who you get attached to, or who you let attach themselves to you, or who you are around a lot. Okay? So one way to cut the cord with someone when you feel like you're receiving their emotional roller coaster type frequency is to start being prepared to feel the opposite that you normally would feel at certain times that you think that's not coming from you. So you basically have to be already have your emotional guard up, prepared to receive their emotional feelings, and already have a defense, some sort of protection against it. Because emotional projection is still a form of spell work. And most people don't realize that when they're thinking about you and they're going deep in those deep emotions, they don't realize that they're transferring those emotions, and that still can act as spell work on you. So if you have a preset plan of how you will feel at certain times a day when you feel like you're being sort of emotionally manipulated from some unknown energy attached to you, then you're prepared. You have to have an emotional game plan, okay? If that makes any better sense to you. So the second reason why you should cut a cord when someone's not good to you is that they can actually send their toxic download thoughts to you. I know that I have heard random voices around me that was imitating my voice, and it was toxic, and it was a downloaded voice, and I didn't know where it came from, but I knew it wasn't mine. I knew it wasn't really mine. It was like it was a fake watered down version of my voice. I realized that what it is some people who I don't deal with anymore, they're speaking in their mind, and they might be trying to imitate me, or they may be so attached to my voice that when they're thinking of me, they're taking on my voice, and those thoughts are being sent to me. And then it causes confusion in me where I'm not sure if that's really my voice or somebody imitating me, some entity or somebody's thoughts, because, thoughts can be entities in a sense where you don't know where they're coming from. And that if they're not good, they're definitely not yours. I mean, you're not going to just always think negative. If you're a child of God, you're not always thinking negative. So if you get some negative random thoughts, and this is happening on a daily basis, 9 times out of 10, they're coming from someone who has a cord attached to you. Children of God tend to always fall back on optimism. So if you're struggling with being optimistic in your mind, the way you think about yourself in life, if you're struggling with that, 9 times out of 10, that voice is coming through you, just breaking into your consciousness. That voice is of someone who you don't deal with no more. It's coming through the cord. It's coming through the cord, through your heart chakra, up into your consciousness and your brain, and it's not you. So this is why it's important to cut the cord that's attached to people that you don't want to deal with anymore. So the third reason to cut the cord attached to people you don't want to deal with and you shouldn't deal with is that, believe it or not, that their energy being sent to you can actually confuse the energy sensory field. So people may feel you are a certain way that you're not. But the reason why you feel that way is someone keeps sending their energy to you. So it's being deposited in your energy field, and people are feeling that and thinking that it's your energy. And really it's not. It's someone else who keeps depositing their energy through the cord and them thinking of you. Because, what goes in us also has to come out. So if someone sends energy through the cord, it's still going to come out of us. Or someone can send energy to you just by thought. And it's easier for them to do because they have a cord attached to you, a spiritual cord. So sometimes when you feel like people are taking you the wrong way or misjudging you or saying they feel something about your energy that's off, and you're like, no, none of that's true. And it's not true. It's most likely somebody else's energy who's attached to you. This is why you have to be careful of how many people really over your lifespan that you let attached to you spiritually, because all those different people may be spending time in their life thinking of you and sending their energy to you. And so you have this collectiveness of random energy intruding on your energy privacy of your own space. You don't even know they're doing it, but you just know that it's making you feel some type of way, and it's making other people feel some type of way about you. And it's not the way no one should be feeling about you, because you know how you act and you know how you don't act. You know how you think and you know how you don't think. So if you're ever shook, why is people saying I'm negative? My energy feel negative when I know I'm not negative? It's most likely it's someone attached to you or a couple of enemies still attached to you, praying against you and sending a negative energy to you. Remember that people who don't like us, who don't care about us, they also spend time dumping their energy on us through any type of hate that they're doing. to us behind our back, even if it's just hate on us in conversations. So it's important to start cutting the cord. I am going to have some videos and some articles that can be bought off this channel or just purchased to listen to and to read that will help you to do certain things to cut the cord. It's not easy cutting a cord. Sometimes it can take years because some people will fight to the end to keep a cord attached to you, even if they never see you, because they remember how your energy made them feel. And if you have energy of a child of God, you made them feel good. So they're not going to want that cord cut. And guess what? Some people can feel when you're trying to cut the cord. I always tell people, don't think because you're a child of God, you're the only one psychic and telepathic or can really feel energy from miles and miles away. Even the people who don't care about God, they still can have some of those powers. So it's best to start the process of cutting the cord attached to someone you know that really don't like you or you really don't care for, you don't want to be attached to. You need to start that right away, and you need to look at it like it's a project that may even go on your whole life, but it has to go on. The cutting has to go on. Otherwise, everything I said will start to interfere with your metaphysical space that helps you to manifest what you want. It will interfere. It will disturb the frequency. So you want to cut those cords, because cords attached to people who is not good for you. They're all obstacles in the way of your manifesting energy. Okay? So I did this video as a way of gratitude because I've been seeing blessings coming almost on a daily basis for the past week. So I want to say thank you for everybody who been sending donations and gifts and emails and saying you want to follow me off YouTube. I'll make sure that I email you and put you on the list to find out where I'm at online. Come the new year, I'll be somewhere else more often. But you'll find out if you emailed me. The information for the my new location and everything, and my upcoming website and blog, all that will be posted in the community news within a week or so. All right, by the second week of January, it'll all be posted. If you'd like to send a donation of any kind to say thank you, you can send it to my Cash App at #Coach V Hunter. If you want to send it to my PayPal, check the community news after this video to find out where to send the donation to my PayPal. If you'd like to be added to my personal members list, private members list, please email me. My email will be posted in the community news after this video. Feel free to share this video with everyone who you think is experiencing some things in this video and they can't explain it, so they'll understand that there's probably some cords they need to cut. Cords that are attached to people, especially they have been with a long time and maybe don't deal with, those are the cords you need to get to right away. Those are the strongest cords, the hardest cords to cut. I repeat, before I end this video, the cords attached to people who you know you have dealt with for at least a year or years, and you don't want to deal with those people no more. You don't want their energy at all. Those are the cords that you have to start cutting immediately. It won't be easy. You may actually find that you're in a spiritual battle. They may even send entities that try to jump you, to stop you, to interrupt you. to slow you down with cutting that cord. But you got to keep up the fight with cutting that cord because, as I said, every toxic spiritual cord is an obstacle. It's a type of energy wave obstacle that's in the way of your manifestation powers. Your powers will become more stabilized if you get those toxic spiritual cords out of the way. I was just about to end this
Thanks
video.
for watching.
And
Another
have a
quote
wonderful
showed
day.
up on my
Bye.
TV screen, and it seems like it's definitely a synchronicity that's kind of related to what I'm talking about. So the quote is, "Keep true, never be ashamed of doing right. Decide on what you think is right and stick to it." So that quote is by T.S. Eliot.
Thank you for watching and listening, and for any blessings and donations you have sent me or to the channel. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day.